And we're back. I have some bad news, unfortunately. I've looked this up, and in my current party, I have absolutely no way to beat the Colossus. He earns his title as that one boss, the guy who makes you quit playing Etrian Odyssey 2. But I did, however, learn some hints and tips on how to beat him. Unfortunately, it will require me to rest my entire party. Well, not my entire party, just Trevor, but because our party does everything together, we'll all rest. Besides, it'll give me a chance to sort of clean up a lot of the wasted points in my build, because, let's take a look at everybody first. Well, Trevor, 10 TP up is great. That's definitely going to stay around. Sapping and Frailty, probably not going to stay. They're not particularly great skills overall. They're useful, but they're not great. Leaden, we're going to completely not use that. But the skills that we need on Trevor, because he's the one who needs the biggest change, the ones we do need, Dampen. Now, I didn't know how good Dampen was, and then I looked it up, and then I see what it does. Now, Dampen is the best skill in the entire game. Another skill that Trevor's going to need to learn is Revenge, because Revenge is a fantastic counterattack to heavy damage. So in theory, if Colossus kills anyone in my party, I'll be able to reciprocate damage on him equal or more than what he dealt back to him. So it's very powerful. And see, I wasted points on Suicide, Betrayal, and Evil Eye. They're fun to use, they give him some offense on his own, but they're not particularly useful. Everybody kind of has some wasted points, so this is our chance to correct the wasted points. Now, I didn't show you resting in the last LP, so I'm going to show you this time. You go to Organized, Organized, good work, and then you rest. So basically you lose 5 levels, but you gain all of your points, which you gain all of. Yes, we're certain. We'll rest Sahoni, and rest Scarlet, and rest Kira, and rest Trevor. Now, normally you would not want to rest your entire party. This is a stupid idea. But because even then we're level 56, we're still capable of doing things. We just need to grind a little more. But I was gonna need to grind anyway, so it's really neither here nor there. So we're gonna rebuild Rain. Rain needs to have maxed out strength. That is a thing that Rain will always need to have. We're also going to need to max out Dead Law, unfortunately. As much as I don't like having Dead Law around, we need it to get, we need it for Midareba. So we're also going to max out Overhead to get Zomba, which we're not going to put points into. Orochi, which we're not going to put points into, because we don't need to. They're not very good, it's useful, but it's not great. Midareba is better than any other skill that the Ronin has. So this, what we have here at the end of this is all that your Ronin actually needs. Maxed out Strength, maxed out Overhead, maxed out Midareba, and maxed out Dead Law. That's all that your Ronin technically needs. Now, we're going to be putting points into other things because, well, Rain is going to be more than just Midareba, and that's it. We're also going to get him going to get him his dodge skill as well, because it is an incredibly useful skill. It's one that we need him to have, because he can't use like super good armor, so he might as well have some way to prevent damage. And then the last points can just go into Clarity. So there, that's Rain rebuilt from the ground up. Now we're going to do the same to Sahoni. Now, TP up is still an insanely useful skill for him, so we're going to have maxed out TP up. We're going to have TP up on everybody eventually, but for right now, I like the idea of him having enough TP to drown small countries. War Edge needs to get points. We're going to put the full 10 in there. We don't need to, but we are, because I like it. And Warlord needs the same kind of treatment, because we still need all of his healing skills. And the more he can heal us, the better. Now I forget what he needs for Curse Cut. Strength up 6 it was. Okay, so he'll get Strength up 6. To get Curse Cut. Now that he has Curse Cut, we're going to give him some points in Curse Cut, but we're going to max out Cure. I still prefer Cure as a spell versus like Salve or Cure 2 because of the cost efficiency to it. Sahoni can heal easily 200 HP with Cure, so it's really not that bad. Just Cure. Besides, Cure 2 costs basically double to do roughly the same thing. So then we'll max out Curse Cut, because it's another useful skill of his. Now, technically, this is really all that we need on Sahoni, but we're going to give him more, obviously. We're going to put points into Transfer, because Transfer is a good skill. It's core for this class. And we'll put a couple points into War Might, because War Might is a useful ability. And there's Sahoni. Now, time for Scarlet, who has to have Whips maxed out, because, well, that's her main source of damage output. And it gives her all the skills that we need her to have, all of her bindy skills. She also needs to max out Climax, because we've gone over how useful Climax is. Yes, this is what this video is going to be. It's me rebuilding my party, and then I'm going to go speedrun the bosses at the end, because I can. We're going to max these out, because I like her having maxed out. I can't cook these any faster, unfortunately, so you're just gonna have to deal. Unfortunately, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I like her having maxed out on her binding skills. They're particularly useful, and it's the core strength of the class, so that's why I want them. Now, other skills I might want to start looking into is like stuff like Bait. But it's very expensive to get Bait, so I don't know if I'm going to actually go for that or not, because it is fairly expensive. Now, what do we need for Ecstasy? Strength up 5. So let's go ahead and give her a couple points of strength up. Not many, but then a bunch of TP up points, because TP up is always useful. And that's Scarlet. Now it's time for Kira. Kira needs guns, because the power of gun is very, very important. I think I made the most mistakes in Kira's build, to be honest. I focused far too much on auto-attacking when she's going to be throwing elements in Ricochet, which is what we're going to max out next, is Ricochet. Because Ricochet is an awesome skill. Meta Shot is another core thing for this class, and I think it's Tech, isn't it? I just checked, but I want to make sure. It is Tech, so we'll do 1 point of Tech up to our Meta Shot. You guys suggested I do this for the fight against, against Guild Esbat, but I didn't want to do it then. Now I basically have to. And we need agility up for that, so we'll get a point of agility up to earn your or in your binding skills, which are going to get maxed out, because they're incredibly useful. I still gave 1 point in all of the element shots, because they're just really good skills. It's good to have elemental image in your party, and since I don't run an alchemist, I need this. We'll get some points of TP up, probably about 5. Then we'll give her 10 strength up, because Kira needs to deal the damage, and this is what Kira will do. Kira has damage. Now, I think we're going to go with points of agility up too, because it will count, because I think that counteracts the gunner's innate slowness. I think. If not, it's still accuracy or something like that, so accuracy is always good. Now, Trevor, I have the most I have to do here. Oh, Trevor. Trevor needs 10 TP up, because Trevor has a very low base for what he needs. Then we need to pick up Scavenge, which is Tech 5. 5. And Scavenge is available, because Dampen needs a level 5 Scavenge, and level 10 Curse. So let's go ahead and give him his 10 points of Curse now, and just learn all these curses that he already knew before. Because we need the Revenge Curse, we need Torpor, and all that fun stuff still. Then we got Tech 5, we need Scavenge 5. And that gives us Dampen. Now what I'm going to pick up first is Torpor, because we need Torpor. Torpor is too useful of a skill to not have. And we're also going to pick up Corrupt, because we need that to synergize with Sahoni. So we're going to max out Corrupt as well. Now, we should put 5 points into Dampen, just to make it cost a ridiculous amount of TP, rather. Then we'll take the Revenge Curse. I think we'll have points left over on good old Trevor, actually. Okay, so Trevor has Revenge, Corrupt, Torpor, Dampen, Scavenge, Curses, and Tech up. He has TP up as well. I think that's really all that we need on him. What are we gonna do with him? I don't know. We may save those extra 3 points just because I don't know what to do with them. But this is our new party. We've all been rested, we've all recovered, and we've lost 5 levels because of it. Now we're gonna sleep so we get our TP back, which is still very nice. And I figure what we're gonna do for the rest of this video. So if you guys want to hang around for this, you don't have to. We're gonna go marathon the bosses. We're gonna kill every boss we've killed so far in the game, with the exception of Guild Esbat, because you can't fight them again. Thank God. So this could be fun. It could be a show of strength to see how far we've come, or it could be a waste of time, depending on how you want to see this. So if you don't want to watch the rest of the video and see the boss rush, then I'll see you guys next week, where we'll try Colossus again, see how that pans out. But those of you who want to hang out, first up is the Chimera. Now, the Chimera, because he is so utterly strong by comparison to us, we can auto-attack and kill him. Because die, Chimera. Remember how he was such a problem for us back then? Not anymore. Now he's an absolute pushover. So this is what I'll be doing also between videos. I'll be doing this to get both money and EXP, so you guys can kind of come and get a taste of what I'm gonna do. Now bosses respawn every 16 in-game days. So the easiest way to do that is to get a level 1 character in the party by themselves and then sleep at the inn. It only costs 5 and you do it many, many times. Now the Hellion, we need to take him down to half HP in this first turn. So if we do this, we can hopefully get him down to half HP. Hopefully not kill him, because I need that rare drop. Cool. And he's down below half. So the same thing we did the first time. Climax. To kill him instantly and get his rare drop. Yeah. Back to town we go. That's all we needed to do. So it only costs you less than 100, I think? Yeah, it's less than 100 to basically marathon the bosses again. And you can make a lot of money doing this if you do things correctly, or if you have the ability to get the conditional drops, then you can do that now. Now, the one that's tricky that I totally can do is Scylla. Scylla you need to beat within three turns, or by the end of turn 3. Now, if we just pump all of our heaviest damaging skills into her, this is actually quite easy. Dampen, sure, why not? It's not going to do anything, but, you know. let's go after her head. That's much better to go after her head. No, I guess we'll just plan revenge, I suppose. Plan for her to be, problematic. No, of course. Very well, then. Ow, that was problematic. How dare you? How dare you be problematic with me? Revenge! Revenge! If it even lasts to being Trevor's turn. It doesn't. But she's done that on the third turn, and we get her rare drop. So, that happened. There's only one boss left for us to fight, and we do have to, rest before we fight the Harpy again. Because even though my party is quite good now, we still need to do that. But we made it through every boss except the Harpy doing this, so I think that's still quite good. The party is good, they really are. Just, we need to be better to take out Colossus. So, hopefully, we will be better. With these new builds, we should be more adequate in handling the adversity we have here in the Heavenly Keep. But we shall see. I'll get back up to level 62 probably, and then we'll go at him again. Hello, Harpy. No, not Deadlaw, Minerva. That's a bad forced habit of mine. To do that. That's a very bad forced habit. To scroll down to use Minerva instead of Orochi. I'll get over that before next time. Now, unfortunately, I can't get the Harpy's rare drop. It's not a thing that I'm able to do. You need to kill it while it's poisoned, and that's an ability that I do not have readily available in my party. So, unfortunately. But there we go. That's the Harpy. Killed in 2 turns. Go team. Now we'll use our point, because we have points now. Well, a point. The point of clarity. More might, I suppose. Then we'll go with another point of strength up. Kira will get another point of agility. And Trevor still has 4 points. I don't know what to do with Trevor's 4 points. We'll do Trevor's 4 points later. Then he can challenge for the Campeonato de Parejas. That's a wrestling joke that none of you got. I apologize for this. It's Chikara. Go watch Chikara. They're awesome. But that was the bosses. We've Mega Man boss rush styled them all, and we only used 1 E-tank, so good for us. But that's that. And by doing so, once we get in here, we made that much money. A lot of money. That we can now use to buy more equipment to go kill things easier. So that's it for this week. Unfortunately, we couldn't progress past the Colossus, but I think now that we have this setup, we should be able to stand a chance once I'm the right level. Hopefully that all works out, but if it doesn't, then I don't know what I'm gonna do. So let's just hope it works out. Let's plan for it to work out. But I hope you guys had fun, and I'll see you next time with more Let's Play the Etrian Odyssey 2 Heroes of the Guard project. Hopefully things will suck less next time. I'm sorry for the kind of bad week in this game. I'll upload another video as well as this game this week, and you can see if you like that as well. I don't know. We'll find out. But I will see you guys next week. So till then, okay. Out.